Nick Gregory. What's it looking like, Nick?
It's looking pretty bad, Lisa. You know, the things have been just increasingly getting worse as our forecast has moved along. And again, blizzard warnings have been extended now further inland. Again, originally it was just along the coast, but now the Weather Service has put those blizzard warnings all the way back through all of New Jersey now, even including parts of eastern Pennsylvania and extending all through southern Connecticut. That really hasn't changed. And that blizzard warning is going to run right into tomorrow. Further west, it's a winter storm warning. Nonetheless, again, conditions are going to be deteriorating, particularly later on today. Right now, again, we're not dealing with all that much. We'll take a look at the radar in just a minute. The other problem with the storm we have to also emphasize here is coastal flooding. We do have a coastal flood warning, again, along the coastal areas. That's pretty much going to run for a good portion of into tomorrow because of the strong northeasterly winds can cause some moderate to some places may have some major coastal flooding as the storm moves along. Again, not much happening now. Here's the latest radar. A little spotty light snow, a little light rain mixing in, which was expected, right, because it's still pretty warm out there. Things are not really going to get cranking until the storm intensifies and gets closer to us. That's going to start really later this afternoon and this evening. So most of today, the roads are just going to be wet. Again, we'll sort of have this light snow that'll be falling. But once the intensity increases and the temperatures drop, you'll start to see the snow rapidly accumulate, and that will happen during the evening, more so the nighttime hours into the first half of Monday. So right now, again, the only areas below freezing are off to the north. We're 34 in the city, 30s across the island, mid-30s down to Belmar. And as we look at the wind, nothing too bad just yet out of the north, out of the east, I should say, 10 to 15 miles an hour. That's going to be increasing. Speeds will be reaching 20 to 30 miles per hour, gusting over 50. You're going to see some wind gusts in a moment on Long Island that could be over 60 miles per hour. All right, satellite radar loop, again, nothing too ominous just yet, just a little light precipitation. As we take a look at the wide view, there's our developing nor'easter blizzard that will be moving its way up off the coast and intensifying as it does. And the result, as you'll see here in our future cast, is going to be that increase in intensity and precipitation. So already now by 7 o'clock tonight, here we go. It's gone over to some potentially heavy snow. That will continue overnight on into tomorrow morning. Here's a 6 a.m., 7 a.m. timestamp, but that will continue. And then about midday and beyond, we'll start to see it lighten up as we head on into the afternoon. But it's going to stay quite windy. There'll be blowing and drifting of snow. Here's a computer model output of what it's suggesting could happen. And it's pretty shocking. 20 inches of snow for the city and potentially, again, for a good part of the area, even to the north and west. And here's my forecast. Again, I'm thinking it's a 18 to 24 inch snowstorm for most of the immediate area. Parts of central New Jersey could see amounts get up to 30 inches. Don't be surprised. Some areas, again, there'll be isolated banding of snow, which could cause, again, those amount totals to be higher in localized areas. I wanted to show you the wind here because this is critical. Winds will be gusting to 30, 40. Look at this overnight, gusting to over 60 miles per hour out of Long Island. That will make travel dangerous to almost impossible. Lisa?
We should not have a false sense of security because it's just drizzling right now.
Yes, we're just in the early stages here, and don't expect the things to really deteriorate until late afternoon, more so into the evening time frame, and particularly overnight.
All right. Thank you so much, Nick. We'll be checking back with you again soon. And city crews are taking advantage of these precious last few hours before the heavy snow starts falling and the winds become a problem. Fox 5's Michelle Ross is live at the DSNY Salt Shed on Spring Street with how the city is getting ready for the blizzard. Michelle?
Hi there, Lisa. It's hard to imagine right now that a blizzard is just hours away. The weather is warm. It's currently raining this morning, but officials warn that will soon change with conditions worsening overnight. Now, the city already activated its winter weather plan, its winter weather response plan yesterday, with sanitation crews preparing plows and salt spreaders and emergency management officials coordinating around the clock. The city could see well over a foot of snow along with strong winds and dangerously icy conditions. Officials are also focusing on protecting the city's most vulnerable, including the homeless, as code blue operations go into effect after nearly 20 people were found dead during that brutal cold stretch that we just got out of.
We will have 18 warming buses, 11 health and hospitals warming spaces, 13 school warming centers open across the city. And we are redeploying H&H mobile warming units to provide clinical support, socks, gloves, and warm food. We are also keeping our on-point overdose prevention centers open overnight through the blizzard.
And the big question right now is, are schools going to be open tomorrow? Well, the mayor is going to make a decision on that at noon today at the OEM headquarters in Brooklyn. We're live outside the DSNY salt shed in Lower Manhattan. Michelle Ross, Fox 5 News.